Alright gang, let's get together and do some homemade pastrami. I'm going to start out, I got an 18-pound beef brisket here that I've trimmed just about all the fat off of because I like my pastrami to be pretty lean. Here's the ingredients you're going to need for our brine. We're going to brine this for 3 weeks. So this is not something we're going to do overnight. We're going to start out, we're going to take our brine ingredients and we're going to put those into about a quart of water in a saucepan. We want to bring this to a boil and get this brine going, get all those essential juices coming out of those seeds and the pickling spices and the various things that we're putting in here. Now, once this boils for a while, we're going to add another quart of water to it. We're going to bring it up to 2 quarts, and then we're going to add our Instacure #1 to it after it cools down. We're not going to put that in while it's hot. Remember, you got to have Instacure #1 because we're wet curing. If we were dry curing, mixing the Instacure actually with the meat, ground meat, then we would use Instacure #2. This process, like I say, it's going to take 3 weeks just to brine this beef. After that, there's going to be a 12-hour cooking process, and then it has to refrigerate overnight. So we've got all our ingredients in our pot there. We brought it up on high heat, and we're going to bring this to a boil. Right, now we got it boiling good. Go ahead and stir this up a little bit. We're going to take it off the heat and we're going to let it cool down. Like I said, all we wanted to do really is to release the essential oils and the pickling spices and the different herbs and that we put into this. Now with that cooled down, we've added another quart of water to bring it up to our 2 quarts, and we're going to put our Instacure in here, or pink salt they call it, pink curing salt. They also call it Prague powder. Give that a good mix. Now I'm going to be using vacuum bags to seal this, and I put a double seal on both ends because this has to be flipped every day in the refrigerator for 3 weeks. So I want to make sure that our seal doesn't break. So I got one end done. The other end I'm going to fold it back kind of like a cuff because I don't want to get any grease on the inside of the edge of that. Otherwise it won't seal when I try to vacuum seal it. If we put the meat in like this and then pull that up, it'll be nice and clean. So we've got the meat and the brine in there. We're going to go ahead and seal this in. Now we've sealed it once. Like I said, I want to put a double seal on here. Here's how you do that. Take a pair of scissors. Once you sealed it once, you're going to have a long piece of excess on there. Just cut about 2/3 of that off. Once you've done that, be careful not to break the seal you made. Put it back in there and just let it seal again. And you'll have that double seal that you were looking for. So there we have it. It's in our bag. I'm going to fold this over. I'm going to put this in the crisper drawer in the refrigerator I have downstairs, and I'm going to keep this for 3 weeks, turning it daily. Okay, 3 weeks later, there's our beautiful brisket. Now we washed this off the day before. We did this yesterday. We got it nice and clean, and we put it back in the refrigerator uncovered, and we let it sit overnight. Now, what we have to do to smoke this is we've got our coriander seeds and our coarse black pepper. I've put it out on a tray, and we're just going to lay this on it, and we're going to coat it as best we can with this mixture. Now out to our wood pro. We filled our hopper with cherry wood. We put it on smoke and on P2. We put our brisket in here. We've got a thermometer in there. We don't care about the grill temperature. We only care about the internal temperature of our brisket. We're going to cook this to an internal temperature of 180 degrees. Okay, our smoke's going good. We're going to hit this with heavy smoke for 1 hour. Now, as soon as our hour's up, we're going to put a little pan of water in here so we can get some steam in our chamber. Just want a little moisture in there, and we're going to kick this up to a temperature of 225 degrees, and we're going to smoke this to an internal temperature of 180 degrees. Nice thing about this is you set it and forget it. It happens to be 39 degrees and snowing out, so this is great. Now in the meantime, we've taken a large full roasting pan and we put a rack in there. I've put a water glass full of blush wine in here and a water glass full of water. 9 hours is up. We're going to put our brisket, take it out of our wood probe. We're going to put it into that foil roaster. Take our temperature probe out. We're done with that. Now we're going to seal this up in our full roaster, and we're going to steam this for 3 hours at 245 to 250 degrees. Now once that's done, we're going to take it out and we're going to let it cool down. Once it's cool, we're going to put it in the refrigerator and refrigerate it overnight. Once that's done, we can go ahead and slice it. It's a long cooking process, but I think you'll agree that the results are worth it. You'll find that this is the most delicious pastrami you've ever eaten. I hope you enjoy it.